What's going on, guys? Cody, Southeast SoftWash, Wednesday, June, I think today's the 25th. I want to get you guys a quick video today while we've got 4 completed units here in the shop. Now, this one right here, this Poly 50, is just about to get loaded up here in a little bit and headed out to Texas. So before that one leaves out, I wanted to pop a quick vid and show you sort of the lineup. So let's start over here on the right-hand side. We've got a batch 45. And I think this one's going to get shipped out today as well. So that'll be headed out from a website order. Really cool little system. This is kind of your lowest end starting point. It's a batch mix system, but it does have super pump on there and hose reels ready to go. We'll move over to the Poly 50. Now, I've done a bunch of videos on these. I think this is the 4th or 5th one of these that we've built out. So this is the first kind of real poly model that we got out with PolyPro construction method. And this one's a very nice example. So we've got our pressure reel here, SoftWash reel. We've got our blend manifold. Little cubby there between the tanks is going to hold your battery, charging system, all that good stuff. You got your charge port right there. All you got to do is plug her up at the end of the day and let it recharge. Of course, it's got the integrated 50-gallon tanks right here. This one's going to be water. One back there is going to be the bleach. And then we've got a vertical upright soap tank here, PolyPro as well. That's going to hold about 12 or so gallons of surfactant. Super 8 on these bad boys. Very capable system. Got your pump, switch, circuit breaker lines. Very clean. The Poly lends to a very clean build out. And then we've got our lift hooks in each corner. We can pick this thing up with a hook system with a forklift and place it on the truck. So it's very, very robust. As we move right along here, we've got a tote goat. This one's been purchased, so I think this guy's coming to pick it up after the 4th holiday. And integrated tanks as well. Of course, we're using the IBC tote for our water supply, which is just cool. Guys love that. Got the integrated bleach and soap tanks in the back. All chemical resistant, does not care about bleach, corrosive chems, any of that stuff. We've got our SoftWash reel, pressure wash reel over here on this would be the passenger side, so be facing up the truck, facing that way. On the back here, we've got our 5.5 back here. Now this is a gear drive. We use a lot of gear drives, but in the future, probably going to go back to a belt for at least this model for sure, because a belt drive, 8-gallon will fit right here, and then you can shut the tailgate on a full-size truck, and also a belt 5 will fit in the same way. When you put a gear, it sticks off a little bit further. So it's not going to matter for this customer because I think he's putting this one on a trailer, but in the future, that will be one little tweak that we make going back towards a belt. Over here on the driver's side shelf, we've got our super pump, blend manifold, battery box. Put him a little storage box on here for just some loose storage, gas can or whatever. We've got our battery stuff in there, and then a Milwaukee pack out cleat right there so you can lock your pack out stuff down. Dudes love the pack out stuff. I do as well. It's handy. And then here's the newest one. So this is the trailer pod, and this is the first one of these. So you guys haven't seen this yet, but we'll do a walk around of the trailer pod, and this is kind of what you're going to be getting. Now there'll be a few little cosmetic changes as we dial these in, build the next few of them, but essentially they're all going to be the same. This will be the front of your trailer. All right, back of the trailer facing that way. So our bleach tank is here. We've got a lid right there for fill-ups. Water tank is back there. You've got over 200 gallons of water, right at 100 gallons in the bleach tank, and all this is one big platform to mount stuff. So it gives you a lot of options if you're wanting to add a second pressure washer, the doodads. Okay, that's very doable on the trailer pod because you got so much real estate to work with here. And this will drop down on any 5x8, 5x10 or bigger. So if you got a 5x8 trailer, it's going to work just fine. These dimensions and all this stuff, they'll be listed over on the website. We're trying to make sure the website reflects the weights and measurements. So if you're interested in the details, head over to the website. Links down below. You can read up on it. Got our blend manifolds out here that control both of the super pumps. And he's got a 16 and a Super 8 right there. Charge port, batteries, 8-gallon a minute washer out here on the shelf. Fuel cell right here. Now these washers are pretty heavy, a couple 100 pounds. I think they're about 240 something pounds. So we put a couple guys, we all stood up here on these little blank spots. So we had about 1,000 pounds out here on that shelf, and it does not give a damn. It's extremely robust. He's still got a lot of dead space here, so he could maybe mount something else in the future. Got our batteries locked in right there. Easy, simple. This would be facing the back of the trailer. That's how we're going to recommend to load it up anyway. That puts the majority of the weight over the axle. So hose reels right there. We've got both the SoftWash reels for the corresponding pumps. Little surfactant tank that's bolted down. These things have bolts, so they come up from the bottom. And then the pressure washing reel right there. So he's got his feed reel over here on the driver's side, and he'll be able to connect Hudson valve back there. It'll auto shut off. That's a trailer pod. Very slick. It's going to give you the same firepower and capabilities as all of our trailers have always had. But now, if you've got an existing trailer you want to use, show up, we'll drop it down on there. You got some bolt down anchor points right there in the corner and along down each side, and this will drop right in pretty much damn near every trailer on the market, and you've got a ready to go trailer system. So pretty cool if you decide to sell it or do something with it later on, move it around, pick it back up, free your trailer back up. Pretty killer system. Guys, that is the Trailer Pod Tote Goat Poly 50/50 and a batch 45. Check it out. Links down below if you want to get one. Hit up the sales guys and they'll get you in the queue. We'll get you one built up. Do it to it. See you in the next vid.